to my YouTube channel. This is Kimberly Knox, KK, and this is the weekly KK report. This report has taken a little bit of transformation over the time, but my intentions have remained the same. That's to inspire you, motivate you, encourage you to connect with life at a deeper level and to utilize the energy in the highest form, the highest potential, so that if you're staying in the flow of the energy, you're getting the most use out of it. Astrology is about timing. It is the science of time. It is part quantum physics, metaphysics. It is the mathematics of the universe. So it's astronomy and astrology put into one thing together. So this whole metaphysical thing, listen, you can't see quantum physics in action. You can't see astrology in action, but you can experience it. And after 25 years of study, I'll tell you, Mars is definitely a trigger planet. So, and we were having a new moon coming up. This week is so important. It is about big endings. It's massive endings. It's endings also in the next 2 weeks of a 7-year cycle, something that's never happened in our lifetime and will not happen again. That happens to be the squares of Pluto and Uranus. Okay, well, Uranus squared Pluto because Uranus is faster moving. It moves signs every 7 years. It will be moving into more stable, slower moving Taurus, our money sign, in May. Okay, so in the time of Aries, though, we talk about personal awareness. So astrology is one of the best pathways for you to gain this deeper personal awareness, so that you can have self-growth. That is why we're here. Okay, so that's my intro, and you've heard it many, many times. Thank you for you who always tune in every week. Share my information. Give me a thumbs up if you think it's useful, and I hope to just touch people to give you more peace and more information, understanding. Just take a tiny bit of this information and it can be useful for you. We also talk about health. I'm going to start with the health factor today. Health is not just about what you're eating or what your body's doing. There's a whole mind-body connection. Let's go back to 1966. This is when Uranus and Pluto came together in the sign of Virgo. Yeah, so this is when health and mind-body connection integrated, that's when this was really budding at this time. And now look where we are now after it had 7 first quarter squares, right? Because Uranus squared Pluto 7 times from June of 2012 all the way through March of 2015. Those 7 squares were meant to shake up the foundation of our lives, the life that we see around us, and politics as you see them, right? And big business as you see them have gone through massive changes in the last 7 years, or even before that, 10 years since Pluto got into the sign of Capricorn, which rules big business, shaking up all of the shady characters, right? Okay, so health. During this balsamic phase, we're in a double balsamic phase. Why? Because we're ending up a lunar cycle. The last lunar cycle was Pisces new moon. We've had Mercury retrograde during that time. So as I said, it's not really going to get going until it activates with this Aries new moon. But we're doubly balsamic because we're finishing up an entire astrological year. And then if you look at it, an end of an astrological era, one that will never occur again, Uranus in the sign of Aries, because it stays there 7 years in a sign. So if you look at that, you've got like 77 more years before it comes back to Aries, right? There would be 11 times 7. Or more than that, 12. So anyway, so it's many years. Most of us will not be around at that time. So this is a huge, huge time. This is the mind-body connection. And what else is going to be triggering that is that the sun is squaring Pluto. We're already feeling that. If you're a Leo or Leo rising, you're definitely feeling that, because it says, so sun in the sign of Aries squared to Pluto. So this is kind of the ending of it all. It says, do you see these big changes that you wanted to initiate? You've but you've changed the foundation. Pluto, Capricorn, totally restructuring your foundation. Pluto comes in, it never leaves you the same. It upgrades you though. It changes you completely. So this mind-body connection, mindfulness, your thoughts have power. Everything is energy, and only your thoughts and vibration separate us, separate you from the successful people. It's not that they have money. It's that maybe some of them got it from someone else, but they attracted it. So what are your thoughts and vibrations to upgrade you, to attract new people into your life? So this end of astrological year, the new moon in Aries, Mercury retrograde is going to go direct in the morning, Sunday morning, before the new moon. That's in the evening. Aries is very personal, a sign. It is about you. Who are you? Who am I? And it wants us, and Aries wants to go fast. And Mercury is a fast-moving planet, but they can't when they're retrograde. So you see how perfect this is? We've been digesting what means the most to us so we can go forward at the Aries new moon. We're not acting too quickly. Before this new moon is reflection time. So right now, as a health standpoint, you need reflection time this week. The days to do it will be Thursday and definitely Friday, because Friday the moon is void pretty much all day. I'll give you those exact times. So how are you going to do this? This is about releasing limiting thoughts. Be alone. Alone time. No electronics. Go to the beach and write or journal. Sit quietly, write and journal. You need to write stuff down. Walking, meditations. Sit in a park. Body. So your journaling exercises, during those, what you want to do is recap. Document the successes that you've had, the small or large over the years. Initiating, what have you taken the bold courage to initiate last year? Where did you make changes? And what were the outcome of those changes? And then if you want to, start to document over the last 7 years, what are some big things that you were working on? Maybe you changed a little bit of your direction, but you definitely accomplished some major things. Because also, don't forget, we had the Venus return back in June when Venus was retrograde in the sign of Gemini, met up with the sun. This was a Venus return closest to the earth that it'll ever be during our lifetime, most of us here. And every time we have a Venus retrograde, we get these messages, and we will have a Venus retrograde later this year, but Venus is super strong right now. That's why it's massively powerful time. Venus is strong. It is moving toward wholeness. She is mature right now. We've had one connection with the moon, and that was on March the 18th. We will continue to have them. Okay, so walking, meditation, sit quietly, body work, journaling, the other stuff that you can do to release emotions, to connect with the mind-body, rolfing. It's great for breaking down fascia. Fascia can store memories, emotions. If you don't want to go for that elbow, but generally just a great massage is excellent as well. Reiki therapy, huge. That wins over massage in this type of work. And like I said, grounding, get connected with the earth. Go sit on the grass. Go sit in a park. It's warming up all around the country. It's spring. The birds. Listen to the birds in nature. This is the connection. I have the 528 megahertz channel going right now during this talk. Whatever space that I am in, whatever house, I have to have a spiritual section, because that's who I am. I need to connect to life at a deeper level. So, this is a powerful time and a powerful place we're in to see accomplishments by August the 17th, when Venus reaches wholeness. So we need to declare our intentions, not just think about our intentions. We actually need to write down our intentions for an entire year, something new that you want to bravely break into. And each one of those moon-Venus connections, every single month, it is going to be connecting in the sign prior to the sun moving into that sign. So this coming what day is it? Tuesday. We've got the Venus move Tuesday, the 17th, next Tuesday. So the Tuesday after the new moon, we've got Venus and Moon coming together in Taurus. Now this prefaces the movement of the sun into Taurus. So this is about our deep value systems, right? Our self-esteem, the talents we have that no one can take away, the money that we earn, our stuff that we own, what means the most to us. You see, so it's bringing this in our consciousness and into our space before the sun gets there. But Venus is strong. She's whole. She's moving to wholeness. This is the best time, guys. So that is the health tip for this week. It is mindfulness. It is time alone. It is reflection. So every month before the new moon, we always suggest to write down your intentions, right? We talk about that, but this is doubly huge. You need to recap the whole last year. Get in touch with how powerful you are. Get in touch with these amazing things you've accomplished, because yes, we forget them. And we don't often have people patting us on the back to say, hey, good job. Remind yourself of what you've done. All right, let's move in today, Monday. Monday, the moon today is in Aquarius. It's a fixed air sign. This is all about friends, friendships, groups. That's why if you have an Aquarius, that's a good friend. They're like a friend for a lifetime, right? And they've got lots of friends, and they're great at networking, and they definitely rule like Facebook kind of energy. Moon is sextile to Mercury as I'm making this. So this whole day, while I teamed up with my good friend Alice Kashuba. Hi, Alice. We have lots of chats about astrology. She's incredible. And she's written a book on the Fairchild symbols. Those are each degree of the zodiac, 360 degrees, has a symbol attached to it. And it helps you make sense of all of that. So talk it out today. Friends bring opportunities through conversations about the future. That's what sextiles are about. So take advantage of that. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and it's a Mars day. Mars is very, very strong right now in the sign of Capricorn. We know that. Mars is going to be going retrograde this year. It's spending an enormously long time in the sign of Capricorn. So on May the 15th, it goes into Aquarius. It's moving very slow because it's going to go retrograde. It goes back into the sign of Capricorn on August the 12th, and it stays there to September the 9th, okay? So you see, we've got a lot of work to do. Capricorn is about our structure, order, discipline, focus to achieve something. They want to achieve something. This is goal-oriented. And this is security in the world. This is our reputation, how we're seen by others, because Capricorn relates to the 10th house. If you want to see how this is relating to your chart specifically, just reach out to me, kk@kkastrology.com. I love doing new consultations for people. It really helps you make sense of the things that are going on in your life and what's coming up and what happened, so you can release certain things and so you can move forward. And sometimes all we need is a little extra belief, because that's what Neptune is. It's belief in stuff you can't see yet. Yeah, she believed she could, so she did, right? And that's very, very true. We have to believe in all that. And a lot of this Aries energy is taking a leap of faith, right? And not having any secure outcome, not knowing it. So it's a great day of opportunity on Tuesday. The biggest aspect that I see there is Moon in Aquarius, sextile the Sun in Aries. Excellent. That's lively conversations with your friends to spur you on in what you're doing and those changes that you're making. In the evening, it's bringing on this excess. This is after 11 o'clock going into the next day, because Moon is squaring Jupiter. Jupiter's in Scorpio right now, and Sun is squaring Pluto. But this is really great, guys, if you don't use it in manipulative ways. Pluto can be manipulative, or Pluto can be powerful. So it's power used properly to transform you, to move in new directions. And definitely, like I said, if you're a Leo, use it well. Mars is a trigger planet. When Mars comes onto your ascendant, you will feel the energy of astrology. When Mars triggers your sun, you will feel the energy of astrology. You have the capacity to have more energy. You have the capacity to get into arguments. You have the capacity to be the initiator of things because you can initiate. Mars is the planet that tells us to take action on how we take action on our own behalf. The sign that it's in is how we do that. The signs color the planets. The planets are the energy. Mars is the most magnificent planet. It is a trigger planet. It will be triggering the eclipse of July on April 22nd, the exact same day that Pluto stations. Okay? So with this Pluto station, Pluto's strong. Mars is strong. We're going to get some information about what's coming up in the summer. Mercury going direct at the new moon is very, very important with Uranus. And Uranus then meets up with the sun by the 18th, which is the following Wednesday. Not this coming Wednesday, the following one. That's really, really big. It shakes us up with new opportunities. So you see, lots is going to be happening all the way through through the full moon, but it definitely through the 26th of April, because that's when Mars and Pluto are coming together. Super duper powerful. On May the 13th, write this down, Mars will already be in its shadow. Mars is at 29 degrees of Capricorn, and that's the place where it's later going to go direct. Does that tell you how important Capricorn energy is? So it's giving us all the time we need to get things solidified so that we can achieve results and really big success, okay? Wednesday is a Mercury day, yes. So most of what the Mercury retrograde has been trying to tell us has already been delivered up to us, especially from last Wednesday all the way through Passover, Easter weekend. Big notations to yourself. Venus, Aries, what do you want? That's what it is about. I mean, Mercury and Aries, what is it about? But the signature was Venus meeting with Mercury. And it did it twice. It did it at the beginning of March in Pisces, and then it did it again on the 20th, right before Mercury went retrograde. So it is about very personal stuff about who you are. And the Aries area of your chart is where you find out continuously who you are. Mine happens to be in the 4th house of home in my natal chart. That says to me that the stuff I do in a home, like I've had a home business for like 14 years, the quiet time that I have in my home, the new starts that I make in life, like when I moved to Florida, there was a huge influence in my 4th house. Reach out to me if you'd like to know where that is in your chart. This is such powerful information for personal awareness and personal growth. That is my huge passion here because of what it did for me. It's amazing. So with Venus retrograde, this is the last Wednesday, right? And I mean, Mercury retrograde, this is the last Wednesday of feeling Mercury retrograde. It's slowing down to go direct on Sunday morning. Mercury square Saturn last Thursday. That's what we're coming off of, last Thursday morning. So there's a little seriousness, right? Well, I finished my exam, my hormone health exam then. And there was a real focus on what has to be done going forward. We're going to get a second chance there because it's meeting up again with Saturn on the 25th of this month, and we'll have it figured out. So Mercury, like I said, likes to go quick. Aries is a quick acting. So your mind is quick. So it's perfect. It's been holding us back. So we're not ready to go forward until Sunday. We're going to have it all together. And you're just going to have to be brave and take a leap of faith because opportunities are going to come up for you to start new things in new directions. Now, Saturn's going to go retrograde this Tuesday, the following Tuesday, which is the 17th, and it's going to get out of the way for us. When Saturn goes retrograde, it's not pushing forward, so we get to digest all of these great things that we've been working on since Saturn went into the sign of Capricorn in December, okay, where we've been taking, this direct discipline and responsibility to move forward with mastery in our life. It gives us a little break. So we have a little bit of a holiday, which is excellent. So what else is happening? Sun square to Pluto, awareness of action, bold courage, authentic you, breaking out of the mold. This is it, shifting your foundation. This is the preamble. I love this. This is the preamble of the new moon on Sunday. Sun square Pluto. We're wrapping up 7 years. We're wrapping up since 2011. Wow, so this is really why we want to have this reflection to wrap up this year. And the moon will move into Pisces on Wednesday after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is when you can start that. But definitely, if you don't get to it, Friday morning, the moon is void. It's a perfect time to go forward there. Thursday is a Jupiter day. Jupiter is retrograde until July the 10th. It will go direct there at 13 degrees of Scorpio. Scorpio, you are still benefiting from Jupiter being in your sign. In whatever area of your life that is affecting. If you're not a Scorpio, it gives you expansion in this area. It blossoms. It grows things, good or bad. It exposes. It's excess a lot of the time. I was born with Jupiter square my sun. That's excellent because it gives me extra enthusiasm. Okay? I also have Saturn square my moon by the exact same degree. So that puts me in accomplishment mode as well as enthusiastic. So you see, but Jupiter loves to expand. And right now we're looking at our finances, where we're investing in, where we're making these deep mergers with other people. That's Scorpio energy. And it goes direct just before the solar eclipse. That's the same solar eclipse that's being triggered on the weekend of the 22nd of April. So write these dates down. This is definitely a 5-star day for productive reflection, for being aware of opportunities that are coming up, okay? And because Neptune is very strong this day. And so Neptune is all about believing. It's strong. Venus sextiles Neptune around noontime. Have a great lunch. Go to lunch with someone. This is really, really great time for that. Venus in Taurus loves good food. Sextile to Neptune. This is really good time to just check out for a little while. Go sit, go write for an hour. Moon joins up with Neptune in the evening. So great time to get into your vision. Or if you have the time, go to a movie. Go to a movie and see what comes up. Friday is a Venus day, and Venus is so powerful right now. The work that I've done on Venus, inspired to me by Adam Ginsberg, incredible. Guys, Venus is our sister planet. She's here to protect us, give us the information we need. She's so powerful right now in the sign of Taurus. It is about abundance. When we have the new moon in Taurus, it is our abundance wishes for the entire year. Money, our self-esteem, our value, our lasting quality. If you don't have the sense of self-esteem, your relationships will also be triggered by that. So it is. How you feel about yourself is what you're attracting to yourself, and the money that you want to attract into yourself as well. So it's leading the way. Every single month we're having Moon meet with Venus, and we get a little message, right? And it's a great message. So the next one will be on April the 17th in the evening. So write that down. The moon's void all day, guys. And the last aspect is Moon sextile Pluto, Moon trine Jupiter. Trining Jupiter. It's really benevolent, flow, reflection, recap, journal. Do it. Because Moon's not going to go into Aries until nighttime, 11:26 p.m. And then we're on. We are on to the new moon energy, all of this stuff that's going to come up. Saturday is the 14th. And it is a Saturn day. Every new moon is an opportunity for us to seed the demands that Saturn is making on us. Saturn is demanding right now in the sign of Capricorn that we are showing up, that we are putting in the discipline, the responsibility to master something, to be seen in the world as the authority in something, in some area of your life. Wow, I mean, this is not no better time. If you are an early Capricorn, massive success will come your way because you already have the seeds of this discipline. Just watch your health, because when Saturn sits on your sun, and we talked about that last week with your health, you need extra sleep. You need to protect your bones. You need to protect your calcium, your skin, and all of that. That's why we were talking about bone broth. Okay. So the new is appearing already Saturday. And what great aspects we're having. Opportunities. Jupiter sextile to Pluto. Scorpio to Capricorn. Wow. This is really, really great. And Mars sextile to Neptune. Again, it's just an easy flowing stuff. And so just stay firm in what you believe and vision for your future. That's why it's so important to write things down. Let's wrap up here with Sunday. So we know Sunday is a Sunday, and it is the last day of the sun. No. Yes, it is. Of the sun in the sign of Taurus. In the sign of Aries. Sorry, speaking here before. When does it goes in there on the 19th in the evening? Yeah. So, yeah, this is the last Sunday. The sun in Aries, and it's a new moon. So this is all about take strategic new risks. Do the work and trust the process. Each new moon is a distributor of Saturn's demands, like I said. Discipline to achieve. Aries is who am I? I am me. Who am I? This whole thing, the self-awareness thing. That's why if you choose to do any type of astrological work, even if you just ask me for your natal chart, I'll send it to you in beginner form, and you can look at the glyphs and everything, but just tiny little bits about yourself are excellent right now. This is dare to move into new experiences with no guarantee. Yeah, that's what it's about. So Monday the 16th, I can't see. We're going to wake up with the moon in Taurus, and it's perfect because it's tax day on Tuesday, and all this stuff is occurring on tax day, and the moon is coming together with Venus on Taurus. So we might be thinking about our money, right? We're thinking already about abundance issues, how we want to make more, use our talents to make more money, and that's coming up as well. I just want to see if I forgot anything else about Mercury retrograde. So, we can go into that next week, but May 3rd, if you want to jot it down, Mercury is back to the point that it went retrograde, and on June the 15th is the culmination of that. That's the result of this past Mercury retrograde, and we can go into that more next week. So guys, if you enjoyed my video here, just give me a thumbs up, share it with anyone that you think could be inspired, and I hope this gives you really great positive information to heal yourself in new ways and to gather information that's positive and beneficial for you to make decisions in your life going forward and to take advantage of opportunities coming your way. Have courage. Have a great week.